following announcement has been paid for by the WZWA Network.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the WZWA fucking network. And welcome to our review show here of WWE's Clash at the Castle from the Principality Stadium in Cardiff, Wales on September 3rd, 2022. I'm Karlifornia, and this is fucking Jooseyboy. How are you, bro?
Yeah, not bad. 60,000 plus on hand in Cardiff.
Yeah.
This was a spectacle. An event. A big event. Let's break it down for all the viewers out there.
Yeah, bro, fucking oath. And sorry that this review is going out a little late. I know that this show aired like nearly a day ago, but today was Father's Day. We've had some things to do, and it aired at like 1 in the fucking morning over here. So there was no way I was waiting up for it, but it's coming out anyway. So stop you complaining. Jooseyboy, the first matchup on the show, Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, Asuka taking on Dakota Kai, Io Sky, and Bayley in this 6-women tag team match. What did you think of the opening contest, bro?
I think everyone in it did the best that they could. I think this would have been benefited more from being a standard 2-on-2 tag match rather than being a 6-woman. I feel like it was just a bit cluttered. I don't think anyone did badly in it. I thought that it had nice physicality. I was really impressed by like the pace that all the ladies were keeping up, but it also, I don't know, it just felt like it was so busy, and I just felt like I can't really get invested in a story that's being told because we're swapping between all these different people, and several people in the match, they haven't done a great job of showcasing who they are as individuals. It's like, I know who Bianca Belair and Bayley and Alexa Bliss are like right off the bat, but the other competitors in the match I'm not as familiar with, and so I found it hard to get invested. Having said that, I still thought it was a decent little outing. I'm thinking that maybe the placement wasn't the best for this. I'm thinking maybe I would have opened with the Intercontinental title match, but C- nonetheless. It wasn't bad at all.
Well, I mean, I was a little bit more familiar with Dakota Kai and Io Sky, the former Io Shirai, because of NXT. But yeah, I guess it's the first big pay-per-view match for this new group that Bayley is heading up. So I was interested to see what went down, and I expected them to go over. First notes, bro. Alexa Bliss is sexy. Just gotta say it. It's important for me personally to say it. I really loved, bro. My favorite thing of the whole match was the crowd. Hey, hey, Bayley. Ooh, I wanna know. Will you be my girl? I thought you were going to join in with me with that one, bro, but okay. Each their own. Just no reaction. Trying so hard not to pop at all. I loved at the beginning where Asuka just got fucking clocked by Bayley when the crowd were chanting that song.
Yeah.
And I was just laughing so much at Bayley being so over. Every time she got tagged in, big cheer. They fucking love her over there. And fair enough, she's doing a good job. I thought Dakota Kai was one of the most impressive in this match. I was actually very impressed with her work. So she maximized her minutes, bro. And after seeing the way that the crowd were throughout this match, I thought I want more overseas pay-per-views. Sometimes the American audience is a little irritating. There was a fucking sickening code red from Alexa Bliss on Sky, which I thought was a highlight of the match. Also, a little note, found it interesting. Michael Cole is actually starting to now name the referees' names. First time I've heard that in a while, unless they really needed to, if there was like some sort of situation with an angle involving a referee, but usually they're nameless. Loved the superplex spot for the double superplex. Thought Bayley did great with the heel tactics. I think that group did good as far as the heel shit is concerned, bro. And I was glad Bayley got the pin on Bianca Belair. So looking forward to seeing what happens with them going forward. Speaking of going forward, let's move forward, bro. There's a big crowd pop for Tyson Fury. And then, well, my name's Bret Hart, and I just came to Cardiff, Wales. And the crowd popped for me, but I kind of felt a little bit disrespected that I wasn't booked on the card.
It was, here I am with my gear and my all my stuff, my braces and stuff, and they don't even use me. I think that's just bullshit. But anyway,
how dare they have a pay-per-view in the UK without me and maybe Davey Boy going out there. I mean, I know Davey Boy passed away, but still.
But I mean, he's got his son. He's got DH. He's got David.
DH. All right, bro, let's keep going. There was a big pop for the Brawling Brutes as out comes Sheamus with his boys and taking on Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah. All right.
I will run through my fucking notes, bro. Okay.
Oh, will you?
Yeah, I will. Real relief to see the former Fabian Eichner. I've forgotten his new name. Giovanni Vinci, that's it. He's back with Imperium on the main roster. That's what it should have been the whole time. It should have been the three of them. Don't leave him in NXT and repackage him. No. Should have been there in the first place. Thank you. They've been watching the review shows, DJ, so I know that it's because of us that happened. So it's definitely not true. I was excited for this. I thought that this was going to be sick, and I think this was it was probably match of the show. The main event was very good though as well, but I think this was match of the show. Sheamus doesn't seem to age. I was really impressed with him in this one. It felt nice to see the fucking Intercontinental title on a pay-per-view again, bro. Jesus fucking H Christ. And it felt, if you could feel that it was important again. I really popped for the chops going on throughout this match, especially the one that knocked Sheamus the fuck off the top rope.
Yeah.
Corey Graves got something to say about him. When he said Gunther just kicked Sheamus so hard, I lost a tooth. I wrote, "Shut up, you're not clever." I thought this was just amazing, this match. Really. I felt like that this match saved the Intercontinental Championship and put it back on the map. And made me think that maybe they need to do more of Sheamus. Great stuff and a great moment of appreciation for Sheamus himself. So I thought this was fucking sick, bro. What did you fucking think?
Yeah, I mean, I said on a previous show at a previous time that I thought that this match between Sheamus and Gunther for the IC title was worth watching Clash at the Castle on its own. I didn't much care for the shit with the Brawling Brutes and the outside guys getting into it at the beginning. I just thought, let these two just stare down the way that they did and just have it be all about them, have it be the ultimate big fight feel. But that's nitpicky. The live crowd seemed to enjoy that little involvement, but I personally could have just done without it. The match itself was amazing. If you go back and watch any match from the 1950s or 60s, or you go back and just watch some of the classic Stan Hansen, Vader type matches, that's the kind of physicality that we saw in this match, except these guys were very well conditioned athletes. It seemed like it was a marathon match, but it was more of a marathon fight. It wasn't like, oh my God, these guys are doing crisscross and they're hitting the ropes and running full ball, but it was full gear the entire fucking match. Just the physicality never stopped. I thought that they went above and beyond. I liked the way that this felt like it was a sports-based match where things that happened to each guy in the course of the proceedings were capitalized on by the opponent. and the commentators treated it like it was a serious contest. And I think that made all the difference, in addition to both of these guys just being very physical and realistic and authentic in the ring. I'm giving the match a B+.
Yeah, they beat the fuck out of each other, bro. Let's move fucking forward, bitch. SmackDown Women's Championship. Liv Morgan, the champion, Juicy Boy, taking on Shayna Baszler. Quite the formidable opponent here for Sexy Liv. What did you think of this one?
Yeah, I think that Liv is really coming into her own as a talent. I think that if they keep going with her, putting her into, like positioning her as a top name in the division, 5 years from now, she could be like a modern day Trish Stratus. I think that she has the potential to really be somebody that fans have a soft spot for, because there is just that measurable improvement that you see in her performances as she goes along, doing her best to rise to the position that she's been put in. Unlike a performer like Bianca Belair, who just naturally fits wherever they put her, just naturally rises to the occasion. It clearly seems to take a bit more work from Liv Morgan, and it's paying off. I think that this match was one of her best performances so far in terms of crispness. And Shayna Baszler as well, I want to shout out, because she did the perfect job of being that rough, brutish heel that, very credibly, I thought to myself many times, well, I might actually have Shayna win the title just so that they can have Liv chase after it again for a couple of pay-per-view cycles. I don't know, because they know the UK fans enjoy that shoot style that Shayna kind of has. So I was like, this also, I wasn't sure if Liv was going to retain either. So but I really like the finish of it. You know what? I'd probably actually give this another B+. Like, this was a really good match as well. It's probably my favorite Liv Morgan match I've seen so far. And I think the crowd was really behind it as well.
Very good, bro. I found it funny that you paused then to have to really think about your rating. I love that you take it so seriously. So yeah, Liv as the champion. Look, bro, I'm excited about it because it's something fucking different. Just a little bit over like the Becky and the Charlotte in the main event. It's nice to see something a little bit different here for the women. And Liv has improved so much. I did feel like there might have been a title change, but I think that's because I'm trained with WWE, that some people's title reigns just get fucking cut off real quick after having a lovely moment where they win the belt. But she looked great out there, Liv, and Shayna did a great job with her selling to make Liv look like that she was in her league, because I'm sure if it was a real fight, Shayna would just fucking end that very quickly. So it did come across realistic the way that Liv was fighting back. And I believe, to me, she's becoming like the ultimate babyface, that underdog character. And I can see the fans definitely getting behind her because of the way she sells herself in the matches, the way that she's been performing. Ultimate underdog right fucking there. I do also think that Shayna needs to get that push at some point. Because she's been there a while. I know she's been women's tag champ, but I think, they kind of, I don't know, pulled the reins back on her a little bit after she came up to the main roster. And I see a lot of potential in her as one of the top people in the company. Love the powerbomb into the pin, which ended up into a clutch from Shayna after the kick out. That was a very nice, nifty little fucking transition. And yeah, huge win for fucking Liv. Excellent stuff. Love the finish. Great to see Adrian Street and Miss Linda in the crowd. Very cool. Johnny Saint as well. I know that you're a fan of his Juicy Boy, so it's nice to see them pay some respect to some of these legends. Let's move forward. Edge, the rated R superstar, bro, and Rey Mysterio taking on the Judgment Day of Damian Priest and Finn Balor with Dominik, my son, and Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley at ringside. What did you think, bro?
Actually, I think this was the most charismatic that Finn Balor has looked in a long time. I actually like him as a heel because he's always been good in the ring, and obviously he's a good-looking guy. And I think because he does lack a lot of personality outside of the body paint, and that kind of weird presence that he has when he has the body paint on, he is lacking in personality beyond that. And you can't really rely on that not to get old after a while, which is why it's a good thing he doesn't do it all the time. But in any case, being heel gives him that little extra oomph that I feel he's been missing for a while. And I think that really came out here. And I think that him and Damian Priest relished the opportunity to be in the ring with these two guys. I think Edge and Rey Mysterio both looked great. I think that them tagging together was enjoyable. I would honestly love to see them thrown into the tag team division, and put into the running for the tag titles, because that would instantly be one of the most exciting tag teams in WWE, and it would also instantly create another really high-profile tag team to throw into a division that sorely needs it. But back to this match itself, I think everyone just really rose to the occasion. I'm going to give it a C+. Obviously, it was a bit of an FGC foregone conclusion that Dominik was going to turn heel on his father at some point and side with the Judgment Day. But, you know, even though I saw it coming, I still loved it. I absolutely popped for Dominik just kicking the shit out of Edge's balls, and just this look of betrayal that Edge kind of like, you know, right as he got kicked, then kind of like looked over at Rey and then like back at Dominik, like, what are you doing, Dominik? Like, you know, crumbled over, and then just Dominik just boom. I'm gonna take your head off, Pop. No, amigo, no, I mean, like just taking his head off. I popped for it huge. I popped for the way that Balor and Rhea Ripley immediately started cackling like the hyenas from The Lion King. You could tell that everyone involved, you know, you could tell that Rey and Edge were doing this for the people in the Judgment Day, and for Dominik, you could tell that the ultimate goal was to elevate all of them and kind of give the rub from Edge and Rey Mysterio to everyone else involved in the match. And this accomplished that. Like, I ended up really enjoying this as it went along.
Very nice, bro. I did like the fans singing Edge's theme. Isn't it funny how like that was cool, but when they do it for Jericho and AEW, it's really fucking annoying. Maybe it's because they don't do it every fucking time.
Yeah, so it's special when it does happen.
Exactly.
Instead of constantly trying to be a special crowd, just accept that the circumstances are what makes a special crowd, not the crowd. You know, like it's nothing personal against you, individual crowd, but like you're not the same as 60,000 people in Cardiff, Wales. All right.
I love that you slightly choked while you're making your point there.
Little,
I don't get why Edge is in the Judgment Day still. I know that he was leaving the group because he didn't agree with the idea of them becoming kind of like I don't know,
supernatural.
Yeah, supernatural. But I haven't seen them become supernatural, so I would eventually just stick them back in there. And
you know, plans changed. So even though
fuck
you know,
Dave.
All right, let's go along.
Ray, there was a spot where Ray was getting whipped into the corner, and Edge was getting whipped into the corner, and Ray jumped on the turnbuckle to protect it. I was like, I'd never seen that before. I thought that was great.
Yeah, I loved when it didn't work for the heels. I popped for that.
I thought, man, Edge is fucking over in Wales as well. And again, to reiterate, I think Balor is in the spot he's supposed to be in. I don't think he should go any higher into the main event scene. I think as a heel in the mid-card kind of thing, this is working for him, brother. I hated him for so long, and now I don't mind him at all. I think he's doing a good job. Damian Priest as well, much better as a heel. Loving it. Especially when Priest sold the ball shot on the barricade. That was fantastic. And you know what else made me fucking laugh, bro? Edge hitting the 619.
Oh yeah, but he actually did such a good job of it as well. Like, that's kind of what makes it funny.
Yeah, it was just so cute seeing Edge do 619. Ray hits that fucking massive jumping Hurricane Rana off the top rope, which was unbelievable. And then it was soon followed up with Rhea beating the living fuck out of Dom at ringside. And then Ray dives and she eats fucking shit. It was amazing. What a great spot. And there was a great finish, obviously, soon after that with a huge pop. And then, of course, we get that ball shot to Edge. When he laid Ray out, bro, I fucking laughed so hard because it was such a brutal close.
Yeah, and it was so like, yeah, he followed through with it so well, just leveled his father, man. Like all those years, every single time he sent him to his room or some shit. Like, Dominik, go to your room, think about what you've done, Vato. And it's just like every single one of them instances. Boom! Like
It's the first time I really feel like I've cared about Dominik, and it's nothing against him. Just I hate baby faces sometimes. It's all, but now I'm interested. Now I want to see what the fucking story is. Ray fucking sitting there as he's woken up from that clothesline, like crying, looking at why Dominik, my son, why?
What are you doing, Dominik, amigo? All right, let's move on.
Bro, they fuck around so much between the matches. Like, luckily I watched this after it aired, and I could fucking skip, but I was pressing the fucking forward button over and over. I'm like, fucking get to the next thing. Hopefully they tighten that shit up soon because it feels like maybe it's a Kevin Dunn thing. Well, hopefully he's fucking bouncing. Let's check out this next one.
I'm gonna have more ads.
Let's get to the next one, bro. Seth freaking Rollins. Why do you have to have the freaking in there? Taking on Matt Riddle. Not just Riddle, Matt Riddle.
Just a Riddle.
And here are my notes. Here are my fucking notes, okay? This is what Riddle has needed, a program where we can see the serious side of him. Okay? That is what I've been looking for. Very nice. I've hated Rollins for a long time, but he has been very consistent in the last year. I have to give props where they're due. I thought the match had good heat. Riddle hitting the Buster out of the superplex was fucking dime. But I thought, Rollins needed to win this because he's done the favor for a few people this year. I think it was time to get him back over with a win. Another note that I had, and I wanted to see what your thoughts were on this. I feel like the floating bro is the dumbest move ever. The floating bro. Fuck you. Okay. No, great. Now it popped me. Great. Bro, the sequence into that triangle choke, very good shit. Then Rollins hitting Riddle with his finish was also great. They got me a few times here. They got me, get me. I thought this is anyone's. Kicking out of the pedigree. You got me, bitch. Love that you can't stop the Welsh from chanting. And also thought that it was a great finish there with the stomp of the second fucking rope by Seth on Matt Riddle. Dime. What did you think?
Yeah, fuck, man. B+ again. Another amazing match. Like this match, as you said, it drew me in as it went along. I was expecting actually Matt Riddle to win, because I'd been thinking that, Seth's been established for long enough. They probably feel comfortable having Riddle win. But I was also sort of thinking, well, Seth's already lost to Cody and, twice, and he's already lost to a couple other people too. So it's good they end up winning here. I popped huge for his entrance attire. I popped huge for his ring attire. It's like he's going full Tekken character at this point. He's like now got an unlockable attire or something, like, you know, when you level up in a video game, he's just looking absolutely flamboyantly idiotic, and I think it's working really well. I think, you know, I'd agree with you that Matt Riddle having this more serious side to him is really working. It's injecting a little bit more of that MMA, a little bit more of that, you know, that hunger and that fire that he actually has as a real person, because Matt Riddle progressed very quickly from the point when he started training to wrestle, and pretty much instantly became a major star on the independents. And then, boom, he's transitioned really well to being a WWE superstar. And I think this match is a reason why he's always there in position for the big moments. He pulls them off when the lights are on. He comes up with these spots, or they lay these spots out, and he's always there for him. And he always plays character during his matches. You never feel like he's not being Matt Riddle. You never feel like he's not who that gimmick is. You definitely feel an authenticity from him, whether you like it or not. Floating Bro also kind of popped me. Like, you're kind of just compressing the person up into a ball and then just dropping on top of them. Like, it's kind of funny, but I don't know. I like it. It's strange, but I like it. Yeah, I thought this was a good little match. I'm hoping they don't revisit it at the next pay-per-view, though. Let's give these two guys something fresh. It's been like 3 months now of them feuding with each other. It's just, you know, let's move on.
Okay, fair enough. No worries. We get a shot of Karrion Kross in the crowd with a little bit of sweet. Come on, bro, give me something.
I'm gonna get myself a little bit of sweet.
God, she's hot. Okay, let's get to the main event of the fucking evening, bro. Roman Reigns, the undisputed heavyweight champion of 700 and fucking whatever days. Without Paul, without the Usos. Here in Wales, Cardiff, taking on Drew motherfucking McIntyre, bro. I'm going to let you take this one. What did you think of the main event?
All right, I am going to give the main event of Clash at the Castle an A-. This was a classic main event world championship match between two big stars in front of a massive, wild crowd that they both looked like they were grown fucking adults, two big bulls going at it. You know, it started off slowly. It was physical from the get-go, even though it started off slowly and built up. You know, there are a number of things that I loved. Drew McIntyre getting the water bottle thrown at him by Karrion Kross, you know, from the audience, and then you can kind of hear him going, seriously, if you fuck with me, I'll fucking, you know, shove that up your ass. But he can't do anything because Karrion Kross is obviously deliberately appearing in the audience within kayfabe. So it's like planting a little seed for something else to happen between them two down the road. And also conveniently, boom, plays into a spot opening up in the actual match. The twists and turns in this match were tremendous. Once again, another example of why Roman Reigns is, you know, once again, Vince McMahon has that instinct, still had that instinct of picking, you know, this is the next top guy. There were a number of times when I thought that Drew McIntyre was actually going to win this match. I was like, there'd be no real shame in having Roman drop it, even though I don't really want him to. But also imagine the moment that Drew could have. It'd be like he finally would get his WrestleMania moment of winning the big one in front of everyone because of the huge crowd, and they're in the UK. You know, I popped just fucking mega huge for the Tyson Fury involvement. Oh,
Yeah, he spat my beer out. Yeah.
I absolutely just popped like the hardness of the punch, the speed of the punch, the suddenness of the appearance of Tyson Fury in the camera frame, the fact that he punches the living shit out of the guy and then you just see him go as if he just didn't do anything. Everyone blatantly saw him just do it, but he obviously doesn't give a shit.
Got away with it.
Popped huge for the solo Sikoa run in at the end. I was like, boom, we got a new member of the bloodline, and we've got a reason for Drew McIntyre to finally lose this match without losing any of his credibility, because he lost because of the interference and shit like that. He didn't really lose clean in a really dominant fashion at the hands of Roman Reigns. So he is still protected going forward. I'd personally like to see another rematch out of these two motherfuckers. It was tremendous. And I feel like this match right here has proven that Drew McIntyre belongs in that main event scene. I think, you've got him, you've got Edge, you've got Reigns, you're going to have Randy Orton when he comes back, you got Cody when he comes back, and then I think you need to have Drew, you need to have Sheamus, maybe, a couple of other people. You got AJ, and there's actually a pretty good roster there.
Very good, bro. Very good. I'll run through my notes, and then you can go to bed, bro. Then you can go to bed.
Yeah.
The house was hot to this. They even popped for a blocked shoulder block from Reigns on Drew. Had no effect, and they popped. So I knew this was going to be great. I really had a feeling that Reigns might lose, because I'm like, if he's going to lose it, surely, with all this big crowd, home crowd advantage for Drew, that reaction for him winning would be worthy of it happening here. But so the whole time I'm trying to figure out how is Reigns going to win this, and how is Drew not going to fucking win this. So I loved how, Reigns seemed to be getting dominated early because of Drew having the home ground advantage. It's playing into his head. He doesn't have Paul at ringside. All good psychology. Did like the involvement of Karrion Kross. Interested to see where that goes, although the one match I've seen of him so far, I was not too impressed with. But we'll see. It's not all just about the ring shit. I do like the presentation, and Scarlett is with him, so why wouldn't I be excited? The crowd again. Oh, Drew McIntyre. That's fucking great shit, man. That's that sick fucking English soccer fan type chant. I loved it. And they were just so behind him. Loved Reigns getting on the mic, turns around to a Glasgow kiss, just smacked him right in the fucking face to the fucking head. Great stuff. The yay boo punches. It's nice to see Jooseyboy, a crowd that aren't split at 50-50, going for one person and going for the other. No, they were going for the good guy. Very nice. Just all of these things that happened toward all these false finishes, Jooseyboy. Reigns powdering after avoiding a Claymore. Great reversal of the spear into the future shot DDT. Then the Superman punch cutting off the Claymore. Very, very nice. Another sick falsy with the spear after that. Reigns locks in that choke, and Drew's holding him up for like 45 seconds. And I'm thinking that must burn your thighs, bro. A second spear. Great. Again, the crowd are fucking losing their shit. I love it. Then there's a ref bump. You know how I feel about ref bumps, bro. And then Theory's theme hits, and I'm just laughing. I'm like, fuck off, will you? And he's running down. He's like, and I'm like, don't fucking tell me. I'm annoyed by his presence. And I had no idea where Tyson Fury was sitting in the crowd. I didn't know he was right there. And I was like, oh shit. He fucking hit him so hard.
Yeah, man, he fucking clogs him. Like, seriously, like for anyone that hasn't seen it, like, seriously, Google or go on Instagram and just type in, like, Tyson Fury knocks out Austin Theory, and you will be shocked at like the brutality of this punch. That, you know, like
He brought the fucking ruckus, bro. And then after that, there's a claymore and a kick out. Fucking hell. And then man, they got me, bro. I thought when he hit that last claymore, I was like, it's it. It's actually happening. Great work on the camera work because they weren't showing anyone running in. So I had no idea. And all of a sudden the referee is there. He's counting. He's in the ring. And then he just disappears. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on now? This is the kind of drama I like, bro. You know, there he is in the hood. Fuck.
And you know, he didn't already have the hood off either. He actually took a second and then took it off, and the camera was there, and it's like, oh, it's Solo Sikoa if you know who it is. And if you don't know who it is, it doesn't matter because he just did something really fucking important in this very crucial match. And that's how you debut a character, Tony.
Yeah, I thought it was great. And I know some people are going to be out there saying, like, oh, you know, how's it going to... No, it doesn't matter. You take one look at him, you know he's a family member. He looks exactly like his brothers, okay?
Yeah,
so
pretty much
I
just
thought
with the
it was...
Eminem haircut. It's like he's Uso, but he's gone through like a Marshall Mathers phase. Like,
I would have considered it more like Cisco, like Cisco. That's terrible. That's a Luke Monet.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
So Solo Sikoa, bro, fucking he's the reason that the match ends. Really cool because everyone's been thinking straight away, like, why is he not on the main roster with his cousins and with his cousin and his brothers yet? Why the fuck not? Well, he's there now. Good shit. Show ends. Tyson Fury has a fantastic singing voice, by the way. Very surprised by that. Getting on the mic and
he does that shit all the time. He does that all the time.
Really?
Yeah. Every promo he cuts after a fight, you know, he'll end up singing a song. Like,
well, it was a nice end to the show. I loved it, bro. What did you think of the show overall? Give us your rating out of 10.
I'm gonna go ahead and give WWE Clash at the Castle. I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10. I think that it was a tremendous show. It's everything I want out of a WWE show, and let's hope that it's a sign of good things to come for the product.
Yes, this is 2 pay-per-views in a row now where I've walked out of the pay-per-view happy and like, wow, I did not waste my time. That wasn't boring. I had fun watching it. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I really, just to reiterate, I enjoyed myself. It's so weird watching WWE now and being able to enjoy myself. One thing I thought was strange, it only had 6 matches on the card. All of a sudden it was the main event. I was like, oh man, I was expecting more than that, but it didn't seem to be a problem. And guess what? Now we have to sit through AEW tomorrow with 11 fucking matches on the main card and 4 on the fucking pre-show. 15 matches? How long is this fucking thing gonna go?
Yeah, I have work tomorrow.
How are you gonna have time?
I don't know. I'm going to do my best.
Oh, fucking bitch tits. Okay, bro. Well, thank you very much for reviewing this show with me. I appreciate it, Juicy Boy.
Yeah, no fucking worries, mate.
And you know what, bro? You know what? I'm going to do something real nice for you here, okay? I'm finally going to just let you sign us off and let everyone know that we'll see them down the road. Okay?
All right.
Go. Floor is yours. Floor is yours.
Thank you. So this has been our review of WWE Clash at the Castle 2022. I've been Juicy Boy. Oh, well, he's on the other side. He's you get it. He's next. That has been Karlifornia, and we will see you down the fucking road.
That's terrible.
Network, that's the way we play. Good God Almighty. Network, that's the way we play. Get puppies. Network, that's the way we play. Get.
The following announcement has been paid for by the WZWA Network.